Hello. I am standing in the Pertell Reading Room of the beautiful UT Dallas Art Museums, the first phase to be completed in the Edith and Peter O'Donnell Jr. Athenaeum. This building was designed with the Crow Museum of Asian Art and other key collections in mind. It is a first-class space that will encourage the creation of art, debating of ideas, and of course, studying. Not yet complete, this will eventually be a three-building art and performance complex. It symbolizes our commitment to the future of UT Dallas and cultural enrichment for our region.
Back in February, when the University of Texas Board of Regents appointed me to lead this university, someone on social media posted this question: how will he foster relations with the arts and humanities when all of his background is STEM? A Tier 1 university should focus on all facets it offers, not just one. And to that I say, you bet.
Those are words that I spoke at my inauguration as president of the University of Texas at Dallas in 2016. I pledged to enrich the arts at UT Dallas, and we are making good on that promise, as witnessed by the construction of the Athenaeum and the naming of the Harry W. Bass Jr. School of Arts, Humanities, and Technology. From the day of my inauguration to the present, I have worked diligently to focus on all facets that comprise UTD, and in doing so, I am reminded that this university shines brightest because of its people. I am fortunate to have worked with such an outstanding group. Our strategic planning over the last few years has been shaped with input from staff, faculty, and students. And as we report on our progress in meeting our goals, it is their efforts that help tell our story. While this is the annual State of the University address, it is also my final one as president, so I offer it as a retrospective on the last 8 years. Since the strategic plan is the best way to understand our progress, I will review 10 quantitative measures, adding to the student experience, the pursuit of excellence by staff and faculty, and telling our story better. More detailed information can be found in the slides that can be downloaded from the State of the University website. So let's begin.
We will prepare a new strategic plan. Our last update was in 2013, and it's starting to grow a little dated. Like any good strategic plan, this will be broad-based with input from faculty, staff, students, alumni, and community members. We will have it completed by the end of the spring 2017 semester.
Not every matter of importance can be captured by a number, but we have created 10 goals to drive our university forward. Undergraduate enrollment, graduate enrollment, doctoral graduates, first-time in college freshmen, academic space, tenure and tenure-track faculty, federal research expenditures, 4-year graduation rates, 6-year graduation rates, and our endowment. I am confident that we will meet or exceed most of these 10 goals in academic year 2025. The possible exceptions are enrollment and doctoral graduates. We have gotten close to our goal of 23,000 undergraduate students with a 25% increase in 8 years. Based on reporting from Census Day this fall, we will have enrolled our second largest number of undergraduates during my tenure and in the university's history. Graduate enrollment is presenting a bit more of a challenge. Our peak year for graduate enrollment was in academic year 23, when 9,873 students, bringing us very close to our goal of 10,000 students. For this year, it appears that we will be below 9,000. The three nations supplying the greatest numbers of graduate students at UT Dallas are the United States, India, and China. While we continue to have strong representation in students from India, we are seeing a downward trend in the number of students from China, very similar to what is happening at other American universities. We have strengthened our outreach to other countries and have had some success in recruiting, including students from Bangladesh, Vietnam, the Philippines, Indonesia, Nigeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast, South Africa, Kenya, Mexico, Colombia, and Argentina. Our goal for doctoral graduates is 275, and while we have seen an almost 36% increase from academic year 17 to academic year 25, we are going to be just shy of our goal in this academic year. First-time in college freshman numbers are a bright spot for UT Dallas. We are enrolling our second highest number of freshmen this fall, an almost 30% increase in 8 years. This year, 175 of our entering freshmen are National Merit Scholars. UT Dallas ranks among the top 5 destinations for these bright students. I want to note that we are recovering ground lost in both undergraduate enrollment and first-time in college freshmen since academic year 2020, during the worst year of the pandemic. When we set our targets for the strategic plan, we knew that our academic space requirements would need to grow as we met our enrollment goals. Our target is 2.4 million square feet of academic space. Last year, several classrooms that were located within outdated modular buildings were taken offline due to their age and/or condition. In addition, both Physics Annex and North Office Building were vacated and classified as inactive for academic year 2024. This year, we will have a small uptick in academic space and expect to hit our target in academic year 26 as more buildings and renovations are completed. More students enrolling means that we need to provide more faculty. We set an ambitious goal to grow the size of the tenured tenure-track faculty to 625. In 2022, I announced the Strategic Faculty Hiring Initiative. Before the initiative, our numbers had been essentially flat, averaging about 567 faculty members from academic year 2017 through academic year 2023. The initiative has been a success. With leadership from the academic deans and Provost Inga Musselman, we have surpassed that goal in this academic year. And now let's look at research. Since being designated in 2016 as a Carnegie R1 university with very high research activity, UT Dallas has seen a nearly 2/3 increase in total research expenditures, and our federally funded research expenditures more than doubled, with an increase of 125%. We flew past our target of $65 million in federal research dollars. When the final numbers were reported for fiscal year 2024, they had reached almost $81 million. Federal research expenditures are important markers of our success, something that I have emphasized in every State of the University address that I've given since 2016. Growth and support from federal funding agencies like NSF, NIH, DOE, DoD, are indicative of our competitiveness with other research-intensive universities. Other metrics indicative of quality are graduation rates. These metrics are insightful into how many students are finishing their degrees in a timely manner. At UT Dallas, we consistently rank among the best in this measure for Texas public universities. Our target for bachelor's degrees completion is 60% in 4 years and 75% in 6 years. We exceeded that target in academic year 2024 and fully expect to do so again in academic year 2025. All of our ambitious goals have been supported with our efforts to raise funds. Our endowment supports scholarships for our bright students, endowed chairs, and positions for established and emerging talent in our faculty and new facilities that enhance the university. The New Dimensions campaign, which went public in May 2021, has greatly contributed to the growth of our endowment. For fiscal year that ended in August of 2024, the endowment was surpassing our target of $800 million. By the way, the endowment in fiscal year 2016 was $436 million, representing an increase of over 90%. UT Dallas has aimed high with these goals, and they have served their intended purpose, moving us closer every year to looking more like a potential member of the prestigious Association of American Universities. I encourage you to visit the State of the University website to download the slides that contain this information in greater detail, as well as offering a look at accomplishments reported from across campus.
We will equally prepare the young man from Germany to take a job in Plano, just as we will prepare the young woman from Plano to take a job in Germany.
When I began as president, I fully embraced our commonly held belief that we have some of the brightest students in the state and in the nation. Our students are talented beyond measure, and we are fiercely dedicated to their success. A college education is a gateway to a better life for the students, for their families, and for our communities. The college experience is more than inspiring an insatiable curiosity or applying persistent effort. It is also about well-being and personal growth. That's why we are building a new Student Success Center and Student Union, expanding study abroad opportunities, and increasing student housing options, to name but a few of the enhancements that we are making on our students' behalf. It should surprise no one that UT Dallas continues to be rated by U.S. News and World Report as one of the nation's best public universities, and we hold the distinction of being the third best in Texas, right behind UT Austin and Texas A&M.
We will take full advantage of being a part of the extraordinary University of Texas system. Like our sister academic campuses, we will offer the citizens of Texas and the world a first-rate education in a wide range of disciplines. Working with our sister medical schools, we will conduct research in fields that impact human health and well-being. Our classes will be filled with bright and hardworking students. Our teachers will be as bright and hardworking as our students. Our outstanding staff will help make that vision of our future a reality.
The success of our students relies heavily on the accomplishments of our faculty and staff. Over the years, we have made a concerted effort to support our people to excel in their fields. As I mentioned earlier, our annual research expenditures have been on a steep upward trajectory. This is an example of the remarkable work being done by staff and faculty. The campus research enterprise is supported through a range of activities, including workshops to help with grant submissions, to sponsoring undergraduate research, and business idea development. The Center for Teaching and Learning has similarly supported faculty through its programs offered throughout the year. The annual awards through the center celebrate the outstanding teaching and advising that we offer. And the development of our staff has been the focus of a series of offerings from Human Resources, including the Bright Leaders Program. We also get to recognize the excellence of our staff twice a year through the CARE Awards. At UT Dallas, we are committed to the success of our entire community. At my inauguration, I quoted my favorite swing-era big band leader, Glenn Miller. A band ought to have a sound all of its own and have a personality. Then, as now, I believe that UT Dallas most definitely has a sound all its own, and we are continuing to build upon that distinctive personality. Some of our friends and supporters in the Metroplex recently said to me that UT Dallas can no longer be considered a best-kept secret. Much of the credit for that goes to our efforts that extend beyond our campus. For example, we are working closely with elected officials throughout the state to underscore the importance of UT Dallas. We have fared well in the Texas legislative sessions with strong formula funding and core research funds. At the federal level, UT Dallas applied for and secured $12 million for 10 unique and innovative community project funding requests. Our facilities and infrastructure have undergone an amazing transformation with support from the state of Texas, the University of Texas system, and donors. Almost 5 million square feet of instructional and gathering spaces, as well as student housing, have been added since 2007. In that same time period, we doubled the number of buildings and structures. In addition to the Athenaeum and the Student Success Center and Student Union, here are a few more of the changes taking place on campus. Construction of the third addition to the Jindal School of Management, the opening of the esports and gaming facilities, and the completion of the DART Silver Line. I often cite the statistic that 2/3 of our graduates remain in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. These alumni will continue to make a difference in the lives of our students and faculty by opening new doors and opportunities and through their own generosity. With the continuing changes to campus and the opportunities to engage, alumni have many reasons to return to their alma mater. I fully expect that with the transition to NCAA Division II in athletics, they will join the rest of us in supporting our athletes as we begin competing in the Lone Star Conference. While every member of the UT Dallas community helps to tell our story, our communications team is tasked with doing so on a daily basis. UT Dallas is being showcased through marketing initiatives and partnerships with local news outlets. A redesign of both the UTD website and Intercom, the internal communications newsletter, are improving the user experience and access to information. The last 8 years have not been without challenges for universities and the people who lead them. Nevertheless, it has been enormously satisfying to be the president of UT Dallas. I can't think of another Tier 1 research university that has outpaced UTD. It is my firm belief that UT Dallas is well positioned to remain on this extraordinary upward trajectory for many years to come.
And what this means is that the founding of UT Dallas was not just one brilliant act of creation in the 1960s, and nor is it complete. We are still giving shape to this superb university, defining purpose and creating traditions that will last for 100 years and more. Put simply, you are founders, and it is the greatest honor of my career to have been invited onto this team.
I am deeply appreciative to have been selected to serve as the 5th president of the University of Texas at Dallas. Thank you for all that you have done on behalf of this great university. Whoosh.